it's time for another Terrific Tuesday challenge over on the Scrappy Moms blog. This time the challenge is to use the Cricut cartridge Rock Princess or something similar if you don't have it. I don't have it, and I did notice that that cartridge has a couple cupcakes on it, so I went ahead and made a cupcake card. And I made a cupcake stack card, and I've made them before, so it isn't really anything new, but I did it a little differently. So let's get started. I took a piece of 8x8 paper tray ink craft cardstock, scored it at 4, and folded it to make a 4x8 tall card. And this size card fits in those envelopes that come with those photo cards that you get made at Christmas time, or like baby announcements, that type of thing. I happen to have a ton of those envelopes, so this is a good size to make for that. So I'm going to set that aside for right now, and I have a couple mats here. I got all my pattern paper and colors from the Blossom Imagine cartridge. Really pretty papers. I had no idea it was really cute paper. So this yellow mat is 3 7/8 by 7 7/8. And then this mat here, so cute. You probably can't see it, but it's got little pink flowers in it. I just love this paper. This is 3 5/8 by 7 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down to my yellow mat. Go ahead and stick that down. And then I have this little mat of some striped paper with flowers. They're pretty. This is 2 1/2 by 3 5/8. This is going to go down at the bottom of our green mat. Whoa. Down here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to our card. Okay, so there's our card base. Okay, so now let's start building our cupcake stack. I used my all-time favorite cartridge, the Sweet Treats cartridge. And I have my little cake stand here, and I cut it at 2.2. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down with my two-way glue pen. Let's see, it's going to go a little bit below the striped paper. Right there. Okay, and now I've cut 6 cupcakes, and they're the cupcake with the little flower. And I cut these at 1 1/2 inches. And I wanted to tell you something really quickly in case you don't know this about the Imagine, but this is one of my very favorite features of the Imagine. It will scale down the patterned paper down to the size of whatever image you're cutting. So if you notice, this gingham pattern is smaller than this one. If I had cut this pattern paper this size, the pattern would be this big. I hope I'm making sense. So because this I cut smaller, it scales down the pattern to whatever size image I'm cutting out. And I think that is so awesome. So when you're cutting out little things, you get a smaller pattern. So these are my little cupcakes, and I think they turned out so darn cute. So we're going to just build our little cupcake tower here. Let's see, stick it right about. I'm not going to press real hard yet, just in case I don't like where the cupcake ended up. I hope the lighting's not too bad. It's kind of a gloomy day here, gloomy and windy, so I don't have really good lighting right now. I tried to add an extra light, but then I get shadows, so we'll see how it goes. So there's the 3 on the bottom, and then we're going to put 2 in the middle. Little cupcake tower. Let me see if I'm happy with, I think I like where all the cupcakes are, so I'm going to go ahead and press them down. Okay, now these cupcakes did take me quite a while to put together, especially with the little tiny sprinkles that it cuts. So, you know, you don't have to use those. You could keep them plain. You can use stickles or a pen or anything like that to make your own little sprinkles. So if I made this card again, I probably wouldn't do the little sprinkles because it did take me a very long time to cut it out. Okay, now I have 2 little pink flowers that are this flower here that I also cut out at 1.5 inches. And I am going to put one in the center of my pedestal. It needs a little something. I'm just going to stick that right there. And then for my sentiment, I took a tag from Tags, Bags, Boxes, and More. I cut it at 2 inches out of this same yellow. And I stamped, Hey Cupcake. And this is from the Scrappy Mom set, Sweet Somethings, which is probably my favorite set of all time. I love all their sets, but that one is probably the one I use the most. I'm going to stick it right here. And then this little flower. It's going to go on my tag. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to add some stickles to my cupcakes, probably the flowers and stuff, so I'll put a picture of the finished card at the end. But that's my card for the challenge, a little cupcake tower. I think it turned out really cute. So I'll put a link down at the bottom to the Scrappy Mom's blog, and hope you can play along and maybe win some stamps. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.